Hello everyone, my name is David. Welcome to a new video. Today we are making our first podcast in English. So I have two special guests with me. They are my cousins. So they are Gabby and Leah. So say anything, guys.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, they are kind of shy. No, what? How do we say?
Nervous.
Never mind. So let's continue. Okay, so here we have about 5 questions. They are going to help me answering them. So let's begin with the first one. It says, okay, so we changed the scenario because where we were, there were a lot of noise. So now we're going to continue with the video here. So guys, the first question I have for you today is, where is the food better, here or in the US, and why? So Leon, please let us know.
Well, it depends because, like, in the junk food, it's whether it's better way there. But, like, the soups and those kind of stuff are better here because they have more spice.
Okay, sounds good. Junk food like hamburgers, and what else?
Pizza, hot dogs, corn dogs, they're all better over there. But like the soups, they make it bad there. They make it just water with rotten things.
Okay, great. What about you, Gabby?
Well, I think junk food's better there, but food, like real food, is good here. But like in candies and those things, I like them more in the U.S.
Okay. What is your favorite food now that we are talking about food? What's yours?
Junk food or normal?
No, in general.
From where?
Okay. What about
From the U.S., I like corn dogs,
corn dogs?
like junk food,
Okay.
and hamburgers. Candy, I like chocolate, and normal food, pasta.
Pasta, okay.
And Colombian food, I like soups.
Okay, great. And what about you, Leon? Like your favorite, just one?
Of junk food, I'll say corn dogs, hamburgers, and pizza.
Okay, great, great.
And from here, and there's also like the candies that my sister said, the same. But in here, I like the ajiacos.
Okay, yeah,
I
cool.
like them. That's my favorite one.
Excellent, great. Second
And
question.
fish.
Damn fish?
Fish.
Fish. Great, great. Second question, it is, what would you like to do when you get older? Study or work? So let's begin with Leon.
I would like to study for I can, if I want to be an engineer, I know what to be. And for meanwhile, I get money on the way. I will, in my free times or when I'm done with school, I'll go and, I don't know, lawn somebody's lawn. And be a babysitter, something like that to get my money.
Okay, great. That sounds smart. What about you, Gary?
Well, I wanna study and like meanwhile I study, I wanna do some jobs like babysit, and things like that.
Okay, interesting. Third question we have, do you think it's important to know about God at your age, and why? Leon.
I say about your 20s or 19, something like that, about that. Or you'll have way more time. Like you finish and you have way more time to do it. And while you're young, you have to study and do all those things.
Okay, but do you think it's important to know about God?
Yes.
Okay, yes, and actually,
I would, in my personal opinion, when you are older, like you have to work, you are running out of time, so it's hard. But I would say that it's important to get that time when you can like pray and worship God. It's important for me to know God about to avoid a lot of bad decisions. So I would like to add that. What about you, Gabby?
Well, I think it's better younger because you've got more time to learn.
Mm-hmm.
When you're older, well, you gotta work. If you're in college, you gotta wake up early, go to college, and all those sorts of things. So I think it's better when you're young, like a kid, so you've got more time to learn and you can worship Him.
Great, great. Thank you so much, guys. Question number 4: which language is harder for you and the reason? So, Leah.
My language harder is Spanish.
Spanish.
Cause it has like the and then that line on the top
Mm-hmm.
and those two L's. I
Mhm.
understand them. They are weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like the English, there's just the normal ABC.
Mm-hmm.
There double L is just L, long L.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything.
Yes,
And
that's
there's only one N, not another N like Yang.
uh-huh. Yes, what Dylan is talking about is about the ñ we have here and the double L, la doble L. So that's why for him is harder Spanish than English. What about you, Gabby?
Spanish is way hard. Because, one, I can't pronounce the R so good.
Okay, the art.
And I don't, like Liam said, I don't understand the double L. I mean, in the US, double L just sounds long L. L.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And ñ, it's also really, it's not hard, but I mean, if you write with the ñ in English, no one's going to understand.
Mm-hmm. The good part for you guys is that your family, almost all of them, or the biggest part, speaks in Spanish, so that is helpful for you at time to practice, doesn't it?
Yes.
Great, interesting. Now the last question I have for you guys is, which advantages do you think you have by being bilingual? So, Liam.
I think. Actually, I don't know.
You don't know, bilingual is just like you have the
Being-
ability to speak two languages like Spanish or English. So do you think you have an advantage by being bilingual or not?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I'm learning already two more language,
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese and Italian.
Really?
So I will also need Spanish. And for Portuguese has some of the Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
and also has a little bit like Italian has a really little bit of Spanish in it.
Okay, yes. That
But English will help me come to talk with other people because English is like the most.
the spoken language.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's a spoken language, right? In the entire world.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I see somebody, I can just say hi and talk to them.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Leon. And you, Gary?
Well, I think I've got an advantage on, well, being able to know English and Spanish. And I'm learning more languages like Portuguese, Italian. I'm going to start to learn Hebrew, and I'm learning English and Spanish too.
Okay, thank you so much. I was asking just about two languages,
Oh.
but it looks like you guys are
Way ahead.
ahead because you are learning like 4 or 5 languages, right? So good, good, super. Now you have the opportunity to ask me one question, if each of you. So who wants to
Only
ask
one?
first? Yes,
Me.
one question. Do you want to start?
How
Okay.
much time were you? How much time were you with God in the congregation?
How
How
much?
much years?
Okay, so I've been assisting or being part of this congregation for about 15 years,
15.
something like that. It has been a great time because in that church I have had the chance to learn about Jesus, God. I think it's very important for us to know Him, get into a relationship with Him. So, answering your question, yes, about 15 years. Thank you so much for your question, Leon. Now, Gabi, do you have any question for me?
Well, how long did it take you to learn English?
How long did it take me to learn English? About 15 months. I went to the Sena institution and I studied the technician there. So it helped me a lot in this learning English process. But yes, more or less months. 15 months, and nonetheless, I would say I'm still learning. So it's like a process which goes on and on, but it's a it's a really nice language. So I think those were all the questions for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining this video, this podcast. Um, that was everything. Do you want to say anything else?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, guys.